Hi everybody, welcome to our practice. It's a pleasure to be here with you today, making sure that you have everything you need. And let's open space with 3 Oms and then enter into our asana work. So taking a seat that enables your thighs to flow downwards and your spine to lift upwards, the eyes closing and connecting with the breath, the inhales and the exhales. And as we connect, noticing them getting longer, getting deeper. And noticing also the outer body relaxing, that tension that we hold on to in the day. The shoulders relaxing, the face relaxing, the groins relaxing, all of that letting go-ness. And the mind also relaxing, letting go of its to-do lists. And trying to really notice each breath, not allowing one breath to escape our attention. And then the palms lifting, pressing the palms together. Inhale. As the hands releasing, chin lifting, the eyelids opening. And although we see out, our gaze is also now established within Atma-drishti. And the beautiful reverberation of that Om just all around us, all outside us, deep in the center, carrying that with us. All right, let's begin. So we'll need a block for our first few poses. You can place it on the right hand side of your mat already. And you're going to step your left leg to the back edge of the mat, okay? And then your right leg forward. And this left leg wants to turn in. So not turning out, turning in. The arch lifting, pushing into the outside edge of the foot. And just move this block so you can really see the front foot clearly. Here we're opening it, extra open. Not just like that, but extra open. All right, just place the hands on the hips for now. And we're going to be moving this front foot forward and backwards, really noticing how it affects the thigh and the movement of the knee, which rolls open and rolls closed with the foot. So here we go, ready? In and open. That's it, in and open. If you're having trouble doing this, it may be because your feet are too wide apart, so make them smaller. Ready? In and open. 3 more times. In and open, and 2 more. In and open, watch the knee, and 1 more. In and open, all the way. Now really see how this knee is rolling open, and that's the action that we're looking for in the front leg of Trikonasana. Okay, so keeping the foot exaggerated open, so it's not facing forward like this, where it's lined up with the inner edge of the mat, but it's actually extraordinarily open so that it's pulling the thigh open, really teaching this knee to open. Let's just bring the block to the outside edge of that foot. Okay, stretch the arms, inhale, exhale, reaching, and bring the right hand to the block, pull it in, and the left arm to the sky. That's it. Now look down at that knee and see how it's staying open, because the position of the foot won't allow the leg to roll in. So we have the perfect knee position, the perfect thigh position by just changing the foot. Really feeling that, noticing it. And then back up. And again, back down. Go with the action of the knee opening. Be part of it. Roll the inner knee to the outer knee. Roll the inner thigh around. Wrap it around to the outer thigh. That's it. And back up. One more time. Ready? Inhale. Exhale, reach. Roll the inner knee to the outer knee. Come down. Stretch that arm up. Good. Turn the head down to see the action of the leg. Grip the thigh up and roll the inner knee to the outer knee. Feel the rotation. Beautiful. And back up. And releasing. Let's change sides. Okay, so moving the block to the left-hand side. And now our right leg becomes the back foot. And our left foot is stretched, coming forward to the front edge of the mat. Turn this back foot in. And lift the arch and push into the outside edge of the foot. Don't let the energy of the back leg leak out like this. Make sure to turn it in. And now we'll be playing with, and then open this front foot. So first of all, we'll just be playing with bringing the foot in and out, and seeing how it affects the action of the knee. All right, ready? 6 times. Here we go. In and out. In and out. Feel that action all the way to the root of the thigh. In and out. 3 more times. In and out. In and out. And in and out. Beautiful. Now look at that leg. See the knee opening and go with the action of that. See how the foot opening is placing that. Really make the brain connect with that. And then stretch the arms. Inhale. Exhale, reaching and coming down, finding the block and stretching the left arm to the sky. Look down at that leg and go with the action. Not just enough to be there, but straighten the leg, grip it, roll the inner knee to the outer knee, roll the inner thigh round to the outer thigh. Good, and back up. And again, inhale, exhale, reach. Really be with the action of the leg. That's it, not just having the foot make it happen, but you're actually part of the action. Gripping the thigh up, but rolling it open. Beautiful, and 2. And 1, and back up. 3rd and last time, inhale, exhale, reach, and hand to the block. And then again, grip that front thigh up, but roll it open. Roll it open, roll it open, that's it. And 2, and 1. Coming back up, and releasing. Let's change sides again. Coming to now, a Virabhadrasana, and then eventually a Parshvakonasana with the same action. That's this split feet and the front foot really turning open. So back leg is turned in. Remember, we're not leaking energy out through the back leg. And the right leg stepping forward and opening. So more open than just stepping forward. Actually opening the knee and the thigh following. Okay, inhale, stretch the arms. And exhale, bend the leg. See how the knee, when the foot is open like this, will have a really hard time coming in. It's naturally in a nice position. Rolling open, come back up, inhale, exhale, and again up, and again down, and again up. 3 more times, down. Noticing the action, becoming part of the action. 1 more time, and down. Good, now reach, and place the right hand on the block. And stretch the left arm to the sky. Turn this arm and bring the arm over diagonally. So Parshvakonasana. See how the knee is open. Go with that action. It's not enough to just have the foot hold it there. I want you to feel that this inner knee is being directed around the front of the knee to the outer knee. And then press the outer thigh against your right arm. Press it. And from that pressingness, turn and twist. That's it. Good. Really feel it. Be part of it. And then the arm coming back up, back out, back up, and releasing. Changing sides. We can feel how much opening is happening from the groins. And when we do standing poses, and we have our feet, not split in this way, often we can miss those openings. So this is really bringing that back to our awareness so that we can make it happen when we do it normally. All right, remember the back foot, not leaking energy out, turning it in. Front foot, right to the edge, the front edge of the mat, and then open it. And observe the knee and feel the thigh. So it's when we observe, when we feel, that we really connect with it, and we make that learning of, so that it becomes part of our asana, part of our awareness as well. Okay, inhale, stretch the arms. Exhale, bend, and look down and see how the knee is open. Often in Virabhadrasana too, your knee might come in, but here it's hard to let that happen. So notice that. Come back up, and again down. Feel this inner groin opening, up and down. Up and down. Good. Up and down. Roll the inner groin to the outer groin. Up and down. Feel the inner knee moving around the kneecap to the outer knee. Okay, inhale. Exhale, reach. Hand to the block. Right arm to the sky. Turn the arm and extend the arm, finding Vajrakarasana. Make sure your front foot's still turned open. If you turned it in a little bit, reopen it and really feel the action of the inner knee going around the front of the kneecap to the outer knee. And then press that outer thigh against the arm. Keep it firmly pressing. And from that pressingness, turn the trunk. Turn and twist. That's it. Keep turning to the sky. Make sure your back leg stays straight. Squeeze the back inner knee. Let the imprint of that pose be made. And then bring the arm back up, back out, back up, and releasing. If you just move your legs around a little bit, you can definitely feel the work that's been done. These little micro movements working quite deeply within there to shift things. All right, so for the next pose, we are going to need one strap and one blanket. So getting that and meeting back on the mat. Okay, so we're going to do some Supta Padangusthasana, pre-preparing your strap so that there's a larger loop, not a small loop, but an actual loop that you'll be able to have on the foot and hold with your hand at the same time. And then this blanket is going to be for comfort on the block. So we're going to lie down on our backs, your knees bent, and we're going to pull this block into the outer hip and then just place the blanket on top. Nice and comfortable. Okay? All right, now lift your right leg up and go ahead and put the strap on. Hold with your hand the loop and use your elbow to push the leg open. So all of the work that we did at the inner groin opening, that's it. We're really finding that here. Okay, that feeling there. Now inhale and exhale, extend. And bend back in. Push the inner knee away, inner groin opening. Inhale and exhale, extend. And back in. Keep reconnecting with that movement. And exhale back out. And back in. 3 more times. And extend back out. And back in. Roll that inner groin open. Be present there. Back out. Back in. And last one, back out. We're going to hold it here. And extend your left leg now, this leg straight. And now you have a lying down Trikonasana, otherwise known as lateral Supta Padangusthasana. Now turn this foot open to make sure that the inner knee is opening, the inner groin is opening, just to reconnect with all of those sensations. That's it. And then bend the knee back in, bend the left leg back up, and take the strap off. Place now the right ankle on the left knee and move this so you can see what's happening. Bring this left leg up And thread your hand through, hold onto the front of the knee, bring the leg closer, closer. And you can use your elbow here to push the inner knee away. So that same action, the inner groin rolling open. And now thread both of your arms underneath the calf so that the inner elbow hits the calf. You really want the joint of the inner elbow to hit. So not the forearm, but the inner elbow. You might have to lift up and then bend the arms and make your left arm firmer so that it equalizes the tendency for the knee to come closer, because we're a little tight in the glutes, so the knee comes closer to allow for that. Pull your left arm in, your right arm too, but your left arm firmer so that the shin is parallel. And breathing here, feeling all of that, the hips opening. And now extend your left leg straight up to the sky and slowly lowering it down. And of course, as we lower it, it's going to get a little bit more intense. So keep an eye on that right leg, the inner groin rolling open, the right foot coming towards the left shoulder. That's it, breathing. Good, and exhaling and releasing. Okay, we're going to do the other side, and I am going to turn around so that you can, of course, see the work being done, but you can stay where you are. Just move your block and blanket to the other side. So lying down, starting off with bent knees, make sure that your block is right up against the outer hip, supporting it so that when the leg comes down, it's supporting the outer thigh. Bend the left leg and put the strap on the foot and hold the loop. If you need to make it bigger, you make it bigger. You want to be holding that loop. Not the strap here, but the actual loop itself. And now move the thigh open. Open it. That's it. All right, ready? And exhale, extend. And bend. Extend. And bend. Extend and bend. 3 more times. Extend, keeping that action, and bend. Extend. And you're going to hold it there. Now squeeze the leg. It's not enough to just have a straight leg. You want to wrap the muscles around the bone. Get that firmness. And now we're going to straighten that right leg. Make sure the heel is pressing down, the toe up. I want to turn this foot open a little bit to really replicate the front leg that we had when we were standing up. So we have now a lying down Trikonasana or a lateral Supta Paramushasana. And let that inner groin roll open. That inner knee roll open, feeling that. Directionalizing that action. And then bend the right knee back in, and bend the left knee back in. Remove the strap and place that ankle on the front of the thigh. Let's do this so you can see more. And coming up, holding onto the front of the knee whilst we're pushing that leg open. And as we push this leg open, you can feel the direct action on the outer hip, the sacroiliac area, opening, stretching. Let the exhale release more and more. And now we're going to bring the arms to the calf, and we're going to slide the arms up, the inner elbows holding the outer shin, and then bending the arms in, and here our right arm will be firmer than the left to ensure that evenness. And then extend that right leg up and lowering it down. Keep the right arm firm. Feel the groin of that bent leg rolling open. And then gently releasing and bending both legs, feet to the floor. Let the inner knees rest against each other, extend the arms, deep inhalation, deep exhalation, relaxing completely. All right, rolling back up. Now we're going to take our mat to the wall and we're going to we've got our blanket and 2 blocks just for support on the lower back, and continue with this exciting work of opening and becoming more aware of the inner groins and the inner hips. Okay, so we've got the blanket and it is folded up in a 3. And if your hips are very tight, you may wish to replace the blanket with a bolster or have 2 of these blankets to really lift the hips up a little higher. And then we have 1 block behind us, which is just going to support the sacrum and the lower back. And then this block for some of the exercises we'll be doing. So we're going to sit in a Baddha Konasana, but we're doing just first of all Baddha Konasana with the right leg, not yet the left. The left is going to be moved out a little bit to the side, facing forward. And so here, this is the foot of Baddha Konasana, right? And this is the foot we're going to play with, going in and out, in and out. So in and out. Ready? So first of all, turn the foot in, so your toes are facing this foot. And then ready and rotate. You can use your hands to help you. And back in. And Baddha Konasana foot. And in. And Baddha Konasana foot. And back in. Back out. And again. And the last one, ending in Baddha Konasana. And now with your hand, place it on the thigh, thumb on the inside, fingers on the outside, and roll the inner groin to the outer groin. This arm can come inside to help you to really get that action. Roll, 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 roll. And release. All right, now the right foot coming here, and the left leg coming to our Baddha Konasana, but remember we're starting with the foot in. So with your hand, ready, in and out, here we go. So out to Baddha Konasana foot, and in. My foot is kind of blocking, but we just did it on the right side so you can see. From memory, 3, back in. 4, back in. 5, back in. Last one, holding it here in Baddha Konasana. Really pulling it. This arm can come inside, and this hand, like this, on the thigh, pressing down and rolling open. And feel the action of the inner groin rolling open, breathing, feeling. Beautiful. Now, both legs straight into Baddha Konasana. And if your knees are really lifted high, you must take more height, okay, to enable the thighs and the knees to come down. And now let's lean onto our left leg, put our right hand into position, like this, around the thigh, and roll the inner groin open. And really feel all the way to the side of the pubic bone, the skin pulling, and then the flesh underneath, the muscles, the fascia, everything rolling, following that action, freeing the most intimate part of our inner groin. And now let's move to the other side. So the right hand coming down, the left hand holding that thigh and pressing down and rolling back. So that again, we really have sensation right in this intimate part of the left inner groin being rolled open, stretching. And coming up, the right time for the second block now. Okay, this second block goes this way, not the widest way, but blade shape, so to speak, between our feet. And it's increasing the opening here. You'll immediately feel that. You can hold on to the big toes with the first two fingers, or you can just press the thighs and roll them down, whatever feels best for you to really activate and help the sensation there. My hips are quite open, so I like to hold the toes, but you choose what's right for you. And now let's make this block even wider. So going for the widest option of the block that we can, and placing your hands, thumb on the inside, fingers on the outside, and pressing down and rolling back. Maximum opening here. Bring those elbows back towards each other. The sacrum and the lower back are supported by the block behind so that they can't bulge out. And keep pressing those hands down and rolling the groins open. Slow the breath down. See how the legs have to be active. It looks passive from the outside, but when you're doing it, you'll realize that to directionalize that action, there's a certain strength in the legs. The outer feet need to press down to help you to really grab the inner groins and to roll them open. So it's not just your hands, but it's you from inside making that happen. Good, and then gently releasing out of that and widening those legs apart and reaching with your hands and widening the buttocks apart so that now the inner groins, they're not rolling open anymore, they're going down to the ground. So see if you can really feel that difference. So we're becoming sensitive to a very small part of the body, but it affects so much of the rest of the leg. So the inner groin going to the mat, the knees facing the sky, the heels down, the toes pointing up, and this block back on the blade shape, supporting the pubic bone. The pubic bone may have a tendency to drop, all right, and we want to actually keep the pubic bone lifting, so the pelvic floor lifting, the pubic bone lifting. Now bring the arms in front, cross the thumbs, inhale, lift the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Press the heels down, press the thighs down. Lift the arms higher. Good, and then bring the arms down, change the cross of the thumbs, and inhale the arms up. And then bring your hands down and releasing those legs in. You can really feel more and more of that layered work that we've been doing. All right, we're now going to move our mat away from the wall and have a strap and a bolster. So go ahead and grab yourselves a bolster and you've got everything else that you need. And let's come for a beautiful variation of Supta Baddha Konasana. That blanket there is going to be for our neck and head. And we're sitting on our bolsters and we're making it a wide loop. Bringing this loop over our legs, tightening up. Feel the support there. The legs will be opening, of course, finding Baddha Konasana. And now we just scoot ourselves backwards, keeping the buttocks close to the bolster and the outer feet on the bolster, pressing down and the legs opening. And here we have a lovely Baddha Konasana, the strap supporting the outer thighs. And just lift your hips up once and move the buttocks towards the bolster to ensure that your lumbar is really supported, not arching and lifting up, but supported on the earth. And then move this blanket in, front shoulders rolling back, arms extended, and the eyelids closing. But not just surrendering to Shavasana. I want you to really be with the breath, counting the inhale, counting the exhale, matching those counts up so that the inhale and exhale are completely even. And every time that you exhale, you're encouraging those inner groins to roll open with the exhalation, because the exhalation is the really opening part of the breath. So have it be right in that groin area, and that inner knee area, inner thigh area that we've been so present with today, and have it roll open, really settling with the exhalation. And now our hands are going to come to the strap. Our knees will lift slightly and we're just going to remove the strap completely and extend the legs, moving back a little bit so that the bolster ends up right underneath the knees. Now we're relaxed, the thighs are naturally open. Make sure again that your buttocks are moving towards the bolster, but no more directionalizing, no more effort to regulate the breath, just complete surrendering. This is our Shavasana, just sealing the work that we've done, letting everything rest and settle. So with that in mind, make sure that the shoulders are rolling back so that there's no strain and effort that's accumulated in the neck. Relax the face completely. Relax the hands completely, the legs completely, the feet completely. Feel the entire spine being supported by the earth. No more holding on. Just everything in release, in surrender. Shavasana. Just slightly moving the fingers until the hands feel able to come and rest on the abdomen. And then pressing the palms together in front of the chest, giving thanks for this practice and thanking ourselves for showing up for this practice. Loka samastaha sukhinho bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. As the hands release back down to the abdomen, our eyes can open, just gently taking in the surroundings. Seeing out of the front eyes, the side of our temples as well, so an expanded vision, not focusing on one thing, but taking in everything. And then when we're ready to come up, Making sure that we're rolling over to the side. And coming up that way, pushing up through the hands. And emerging. So welcome back from this mini therapeutic exploration of the inner groins, of the inner knees and our standing poses, of the feet, how they all relate. And I hope that you'll add these new little aha moments into your next practice when you're doing more vigorous standing poses in your Trikonasana and your Virabhadrasana too, and your Paschimottanasana. And that when you're next to a Baddha Konasana, you'll think to put the block between the feet because it's such a wonderful way to deepen our Baddha Konasana. And mostly I hope that you've enjoyed it and that your lower backs feel soothed, the abdomens, the organs all broad, the pubic bone broad, and that we continue into the rest of the day with this freedom inside us and emanating out with others. Thanks for being here. Namaste. Take care.